Platinum 1 2v2 replay analysis for GunnCrazy. We've actually done a replay analysis for GunnCrazy before, so and he is at the same rank, so should be interesting to see if he's improved anything. And he's basically said that anything you've got to me, I'll take it. Should be nice and easy. Let's get going. Alright, so for the kickoff. Definitely one thing you want to do, and I say this a lot, is just use your flip on here. Use your flip on the first boost. That way you can get some more spin, you won't waste as much boost, and if you want to have the option, you'll be able to save some boost on the kickoff. Just a pretty useful thing to make use of. And again, trying to if you really want this boost here, you definitely need to start flipping again, just so you can outdo your opponent there, and you wouldn't have to waste time going back. But you get back, so fair enough. I don't know really what you're doing here though. It seems like you get spooked by your teammate and you jump, but that just seems weird. Just gotta stay on the ground here really. No reason to jump. Doesn't matter what your teammate's doing. He's a bit of an idiot for coming too close, but whatever. And that rotation wasn't great. Because you'll see here, because you're too close to the ball, even if it goes directly down to you, you don't have much time to react. So they just hit it right over your head. You have no chance of hitting that. What you need to be doing is rotating back behind your teammate to somewhere like here. That way you can cover the backboard. And you'd have far better reaction in general. You would have been able to save this ball. Just no reason to be that close. Yeah, that was just a dumb aerial. Again, just creeping up too close. You don't give yourself enough time to react. What you need to be doing is just staying. Sorry for that. In the goal area. That way, you won't really have any issues with saving this. Just being a bit more patient. Was there a burst? It's hard to see because of the replay glitches. I don't know if there was or not, but whatever. Again, just creeping up a bit too forward. What you need to be doing is just staying about mid. You have no boost. In fact, backpedaling a bit. What you should be doing is pick up some small boosts. You have 1, 2, 3. You just run along here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe even 4. Maybe even 5. And there you go. That's what, 60 boosts. Nice and easy. Done. No problem. That's your boost issue fixed. But instead you skip over every single boost. Don't bother. You have 0 boost, you get beaten. This might be a goal now. Yes it is. So yeah. You very much have to watch your rotations and your boost management at the moment. Alright. So we'll go back here. Good for you to cheat up. I like when someone does something on the kickoff at least, and that was okay initial control actually, and that was a very nice shot. So that was good instead of just blasting it like I'd see a lot of Platinums do. You actually try to take control of the ball and you put a pretty decent top corner shot. And that's it. They weren't really going to save that. Again, using a flip on the kickoff, boost wastage, blah blah blah. All that good stuff. This time you get the mid boost. We'll see what you do here. Again, pretty controlled. I like how you approached this shot. You didn't rush up for it. Because who knows, he could have hit it. And you try to take a controlled shot. It was the right move, and you put it in the right side. The only problem is that we'll go back to it, we'll just break it down. Main problem is that you hit it too far to the left hand side of the ball, and you also flip into it, so it just cannons into the post. What you need to do is just hit the middle of the ball and then flip into it. That way it'll just go straight into the right hand side of the goal. You just needed a decently accurate shot and it would have gone straight in. At Platinum, you don't really need particular accuracy as long as you're putting it on target and it's a decently hard shot to save. You have no problem. Anyway, again, just creeping up a bit too forward, so you have to pull back. Don't be. You should be more in center at the moment, in the same position, like laterally, like no, in the same position like forward, just a bit behind Zane, but do a bit in the middle. That way you would have been able to react to this better. Instead, you give Neon, your opponent, a lot of space, and he puts it right over you. But you recover, you get the 50-50, and you get the ball, so... Not the worst center ever, but could have been done better, mainly by jumping earlier. May would have been able to hit it into the corner, and that would have ballooned up nicely instead of like that. It did balloon up pretty nicely nevertheless, but it was a bit harder. Now gives it over to you. Just a bit too patient here. What I'd be doing is trying to fold it up this hit and make a second hit onto the backboard. That way your teammate, who's there, would have been able to get it even though he's in the wrong position. He would still be there, so... not the right time to turn around. This is where I'd be checking on my teammate, where he's going, what he's doing first, and leaving it. If my teammate doesn't get it, or whiffs it, then I'll turn around and try and control it, because at the moment, it's not your business to go for that. Again, just creeping up a bit too forward, not being in the right position. You go behind your teammate instead of to center, and that way, you're not able to really react until it's too late, it's by you. But you get a decent wall hit. Could have been done better though, mainly because you jumped too early. Trying to get here, because the ball is not going to go far off the wall and it's going pretty slow, you can just get right beside it and whack it off. That way it doesn't hit the roof. That's what we call an NA clear, because North American players are really bad at clearing. And yeah, that's basically that. And the landing wasn't great either. You don't really air roll and you boost, so that just makes it all worse. You hit your roof. And this is just a scramble now. Again, your air roll landing wasn't that good either. Wasting a lot of boosts as well. You shouldn't be using boosts there. There's no reason. Neon and Zane are both in the contest. It is very unreasonable to try and dump yourself in as well, because it results in this. You wasted 50 boosts for no good reason. It's going to take the ball off you easily. And yeah, it's the end of that attack. So you fluff the boost pickup, but you get it eventually. I don't know what was your plan here. This was your ball, fair play, but where you hit it is just kind of dumb. Seems like you're getting your panic because your teammate's there. Good move not to take that boost. Full boost, whether that's intentional or not, but then you screw this up. Zane didn't do much better by driving right by it, not flipping into it, but you did even worse by not even... Look what you're covering here. Nothing. Look at all that goal. You are not going to protect anything if this gets put on target. Sorry, one moment. Alright, moving on. But yeah, you're not gonna put that on target whatsoever. No chance. Well, you're not gonna save this if it goes on target. That's my point. What you need to be is about here. You need to be covering most of the goal for his flick, because his flick is going to left hand side. Pretty much. And that's exactly where it goes, and that's just a walk in. You need to be aware of what you're protecting when you're diving in. It wasn't a good idea to dive in to begin with. What you really should have done was shadow this until he throws it away like that. But nevertheless, you dived through it and you had to make your decision, and you made the complete wrong decision because you weren't even covering the goal to begin with. You've got to be mindful of that. Calculated and all, but again, very risky. This could have easily put you and your teammate out of position. It is a goal in the end, but no, if Zane's in front of it, just let him have it. Like, that can just it'll 9 times out of 10 they'll just turn out so wrong, and they'll end up counter-attacking. Again, same deal off the kickoff. Just use your flip on this first boost, and you actually would have been able to save boosts more than 6 at either rate. But pretty decent shot attempt by Zane. You get a decent kickoff off it. He just puts a crossbar down. Oh well. That was good waiting again, and hopefully he can convert this. Or Zane can. Nope. So that was good. Put it over his head. But Zane was too slow, so they get the ball back. That was good to dive in there, I'd say. You had the initiative. Your opponent, Dejan, didn't have the ball control, so you were able to take it off him despite having a little boost. Again, good patience. You almost own goal it, but, you know, in the end, you were let to save it. Main tip I would say is just trying to get it onto your nose more. You hit it with the top of your car, and you almost redirect it directly in. So, you know, that would have been a sick goal and all, but you definitely want to avoid that. With those, you want to hit it on your nose. Just be a bit slower on your approach. That's all. Also didn't help that he flipped forward instead of flipping away from it to try and get it into the corner. But, you know, again, did what counted. You got the save. That was pretty good, taking it to the wall there and rebounded off yourself. Not the greatest center though, so that'll get out eventually, despite a bit of scramble. Again, just rotating the wrong way, and you willingly did it as well. What you need to be doing is turning left, not turning right. Not chasing after the ball when you have no hope to get it. And you'll probably go for this, yes you will. You do get the save, but in the end, you gotta trust your teammate to get this. He's an idiot, and he doesn't hit it, but yeah, you definitely need to. Just trust him, and you're gonna be there for the save if you turn left anyway, so would have just, again, given you more space, more reaction time, because that's what you really need at the moment. You're not giving yourself enough of that. You turn around at an okay time. Main problem is that you hesitate on this challenge. You need to be going in full speed here if you're going to dive in. You can't be taking your time. You got to hit this into the wall, get it away from the opponent, not try hit it inside. You just take too long. This might be a goal. It's very close, but yeah. Again, just creeping up, and you have to take time to reverse and gather yourself and go for a challenge. Like, just sit and goal. That's all you need to do. Don't creep up like this, because, like, in fact, you could have gone for that without the backup and the long time to do something and all that. This might be a goal. Yeah. Zane has not impressed me whatsoever this match, and that's pretty much typical. What he should be doing is being a lot more desperate than this. Like, I don't really get his motive. Like, why isn't he just driving along the wall for it? What is that? So that just makes it bad because he takes him out of the contest for several seconds. He's out of position. He doesn't even flip for this. He doesn't even try to gather the boost. He just looks at the ball and thinks, I want that ball. And it's like, all well and good, but you can't get the ball when you don't have any way to get it. Why isn't he picking up that mid boost? That corner boost, sorry. Assuming it existed. Yeah, it did exist. It's just that replay glitch that makes it appear a bit later than usual, but yeah. It's just like, see ball, want ball, and it's just like, mate, no. But moving on to you, as you're the one that matters in the end, not him. Can't fix him, he's broken. Anyway, he is on your team though. He is in a party. Interesting. Certainly an interesting choice of teammate. But hey, who's the judge? It's Platinum. Okay, so we'll go back to the kickoff. Again, same deal. Use your flip. Blah blah blah. Probably cover that at the end of the match. That wasn't great. Could have hit it to the right hand side, taken control instead of that. We'll go back. again, just not. You should be double jumping there instead of instead of flipping, because you're never going to get that hit otherwise. All right. That was fine. There was 2 defenders and Zane, so that was just a recipe for disaster. That wasn't the greatest hit though. Really, your main objective is just get this back in. You're not looking for glancing pass hits like that, because Zane's not that passer, and Zane's doing the reverse platinum like usual, because, you know, doesn't even know how to use power slide. Really, you'd think someone with a few hundred hours of play at least would be able to use power slide, but apparently not. Moving on now. That wasn't the greatest hit either. Pretty much the theme of this last 30 seconds or so. Just not having great hits at all. Again, just popping it up. That was pretty good actually, I would say. It looked pretty sketchy at first. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this sequence of play. It was pretty accidental, I would bet. But Zane did the first competent thing he's done all game, and does a pretty good on-target shot. That was good again, but they'll let us save at that time. This was good, though. That was good positioning to be there for your teammate. You were able to get a pretty decent center hit, and that's a goal, and the equalizer. Good shoot up again. Allows you to get this ball. That wasn't too bad. Allows you to set up for a second hit, but you don't get it. So what you need to be doing here is just staying on ground a bit longer, getting under the ball, not jumping so early. You wasted all your boost on that aerial, so you didn't have enough to get to it in time. Don't know what the hell Zane's doing. And yeah, he lost your trust. That one, fair play. You can't wait there forever. But nevertheless, it's probably fair play from a platinum perspective. You can't wait for him forever, but probably would have been better not to turn and all that. Just stay where you are. It wasn't in any danger of getting cleared until then. Decent pinch into the corner. They actually get a good center though. This could be a goal. Okay, that was a good save by Zane. That won't be in. No chance, yeah. So yeah, there's no point going up for that. Let's just let it settle, because they're never going to get a double tap like that. Again, okay, kick off, but use your flip. You would have beaten him by a mile if you do that. Just get some more speed into your hits. Being pretty patient, you try a 50-50. You're too low though, that's the main problem. You come in too low, you jump too late, and you just get dunked on. But Zane actually makes a pretty decent clear out, so it allows you to regather. You try an on-target shot, this will get saved though, yeah. So yeah, what you need to be doing here, because you have so little boost, you get an opportunity to just catch the ball there. So just jump into it, just one jump. Just try and control it, and then take a second hit. You would have had more power off of it. That was a decent 50-50 there on the wall. We'll see what Zane does. Okay, that was alright. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay. So yeah. Main problem is that you're not aligned with the ball to begin with. You're following it into the wall and you don't even react to it bouncing off. You just kind of keep on going where it might have gone had the wall just magically not been there. You got to expect it to come off the wall and change your direction accordingly. Again, that's a challenge Zane should be going for, really. If anything. But yeah. I'd be expecting him to go for it, and you going back, because you have the momentum to save it. He does not. He's only shadowing. He's the one who should be going for that, not you. It just cuts rotation, makes it very awkward. Zane isn't really in a position, and look at this, just free open space. Like, all that open space is just basic rotation, really. But you get boost and you're rotating the wrong way, though, once again. You don't give yourself any time to react. It's just Like, while you do get the hit in the end, you're cutting it way too close. Like, this, it's not far from being a goal at all. This will be a goal. Should be. No, you panic. So Zane, that was very ambitious from Zane, going up way too early. Very, very ambitious to going for that. And he just ends up wasting 60, 70 boosts. This will be a goal. So we'll go back to you as you're in the end, the ultimate cause of this goal. Well, you don't use your double jump, you're way too attached to your flips. So this is the first time you've really been required to double jump this entire game, and you completely fail at it by flipping. And yeah, that's pretty much end of story there. So yeah, overall, pretty average match. It was overtime, you scored you scored a goal, you missed a lot of opportunities, you made some decent saves, you panicked a lot, and it was basically typical Platinum, um, to say the least. Like, there wasn't really anything outstanding there, apart from your defensive work. Especially rotation issues I am worried by, especially as you're both in a team, and I would be expecting you to both be in comms. But anyway, move on to the only real thing I wanted to point out was those kickoffs. So using flips on kickoffs, basically pretty simple. Use a flip, and I'll actually turn on unlimited so that you get a better idea. Alright, so you just want to do this, nice and easy. See, 19 boost saved if I don't try to use the rest of it. And here, 14 boosts if I don't try to use the rest of it. Or if I do want to use the rest of it, I can basically go supersonic, and I still have some boost in the tank left. Or here, I don't have any boost left, but I hit it supersonic, so a lot faster than what you're doing, and I even saved some boost in the process if I wanted to. But yeah, that's pretty much that for kickoffs. Just practicing that in free play, practicing the kickoff position. Very nice and easy way to do it. Main objective would be trying to hit it in the middle of the ball so that your positioning allows it so that you're in the way. Ideally, you want to be facing about here, going into the ball, so that you're in the way of the goal, and that you have the best chance of scoring straight off if they screw it up. It's just a very easy way to do a kickoff. Just aiming for the middle. That's all you need to do. If you try to do anything else that isn't a team play, like aiming to deliberately lose in the corner or something, it's kind of pointless. But anyway, I'll turn unlimited back on. But yeah, that was the main thing. Probably should learn to get the flips out of your aerials a bit more. Like, try and cut them out a bit more. Try and use double jump. Try and use, whatchamacallit? Just trying to maybe cut, yeah, like there was a situation where you could have just single jumped instead of flipping into it straight away. Just trying to cut those out of your gameplay overall would be the main thing, I would say. But otherwise, I think I pretty much covered everything else. It was mostly team issues, basic 50-50 problems, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. If you need any more clarification, feel free to either DM me or any of the other coaches who may be online. I'm sure they're more than happy to help. But apart from that, hope you enjoyed this analysis, and until then, see ya.